is really about personnel. That's what the issue is.
Nice.
All right, it's approximately, what time? 9:35.
All right, we're back from executive session. We have a motion on the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it is what? Read it back.
That Sharon received a letter from the township, request regarding documents leaving the township building without her knowledge.
Okay,
So if anything would be missing, she wouldn't be blamed.
we don't have a second. Nobody wants to second it? All right, dies for lack of a second.
I'll send a letter about the files regarding pensions, because there seems to be issues regarding pensions that need to be addressed.
Okay,
Wait, say that again?
I will send a letter tomorrow about pension funds, pension files being removed, review them, because there seems to be issues with pensions for different people in different units. And that's accurate, because we just brought to my attention right now about another employee that hasn't possibly received.
But they are
pension.
separate issues, and I still prefer that Sharon get a letter saying that.
And I just said I will send her a letter saying that.
Okay.
And let it be clear that it wasn't.
there's nothing nefarious, it was
Yes,
just,
it was,
yeah,
the solicitor had documents to review
yeah,
and brought them back.
I didn't bring back somebody else.
So they were brought back.
okay.
To make sure we comply with Act 205 for both road crew and for the.
Yeah, I don't want anybody thinking that somebody here's shoveled off.
Yeah, no, yeah, it wasn't that. It was just, okay. All right, now we need, I'm gonna make a motion that we authorize him to look into the pension.
I'll second.
Questions, comments?
Yeah, why can't you have copies instead of originals?
I already have copies.
He has got a copy,
He made the copies.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
How much did we pay him to make the copies?
I don't know.
Nothing.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
All right,
I guess we'll check that.
Should pension files ever, should the originals ever leave the township office?
Well, there are two, I've done them before for different municipalities. I've never had a problem with that before. Questions of litigation, questions if you're giving someone the right type of pension, then they come back and file suit against you, like I have right now somewhere else that's starting to come up. So, there's no issue with that from my perspective.
we have a motion and a second.
Doug?
Doug.
I second.
All right, any other discussion? The motion is to have Dennis look into the pension mess, whatever.
Pension plans.
All right, how do you vote?
Ed,
Yeah,
Mike,
Yep.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
No.
He should not be
Doug.
taking the originals.
Yes.
okay. Got anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Public comment? We're done,
We're gonna have a special meeting every week this year.
We're trying not to.
I don't understand why we have so many last year.
Well, let's chalk it up to inexperience, Tom, and let it go. Bill?
Yeah, I do. First, I want to thank all that's involved for going above and beyond, doing their very, very best to put a damper on the road department's holidays and for extending that into the new year. We need to say a special prayer for those people because they need it. Having said that, I'd like to go over a little bit about the road department and what we really did, what we accomplished this past year. First of all, we accomplished three things. We did three things. We got 3 slips fixed. Hopefully they're fixed. It was done by the expert that was hired for the roadmaster and the engineer who was on site an awful lot to get that done. that's about all we really accomplished this year. We did some other things like haul mud from a slip in Buck Run to the bottom of Buck Run and put on a road, just to go back later and take it off and put stone on it so it can make it passable. We hauled mud to Buck Run and put on the road to make it passable, just to go back, remove the mud, and put stone on it again. We hauled stone from Reeves Road and put in the slip out on the Pike Road out here with a lot of mud in it. Could probably save the township a good bit of money. We also hauled the stone and put it in places that was eroding on Ely Road. But we also hauled the stone from up there that he couldn't get rid of because of his spill and put it on the slip on Ely Road and watched it slide over the hill. When we got that done, we hauled mud again from Buck Run and put on the slip and watched it slide over the hill. All this has cost the taxpayers thousands of dollars and gained nothing. Absolutely nothing. We've had paperwork that we have done. Hasn't been anything done with it. Cost the township thousands of dollars again. This spring, we cleaned pipes. Probably 2 weeks or so, with a broken pitchfork and a broken shovel, when we had a piece of equipment sitting in the shop to do the work. They wanted a number of find out, and all the pipes, how many pipes need replaced. I think we come up with 60-some pipes that need replaced in the township. We replaced 4 pipes this year, people, 4 pipes. 2 of them was on slips. We've been continuously harassed, provoked, and discriminated against the road department. Now, having said all this, continuously, having said all this, I would like 5 minutes of your time privately with the 5 board members and John, privately.
Okay. Any other public comment?
On Mr. Michael's bill, I know his estimate or fee schedule would say all telephone calls for free.
Between myself and the supervisors.
Right.
Right.
When going through the bills, you see very, very few telephone calls. It's all emails. And he charges for the emails. So why is that? Why are you just not picking up the phone for free instead of doing emails that's costing us?
But there are a large number of, I'm still getting phone calls. I've pretty much talked throughout the day to different people. But I've advised them that's the best way to contact me, since I don't have to pick up, because every time I get an email, I've got a computer file,
But you're charging us for every time they email you.
not every time. I've got 2 files, I've got 2 stacks of files, about 1.5 feet high that haven't been billed.
Okay, my other question, and you didn't do it this organizational meeting, but last year, you motioned that each department could spend $500 without getting pre-approval. Is that monthly or yearly?
I believe it was monthly.
It's in between township meetings, right?
That's a lot of unapproved
I don't
money
know, I
per year.
honestly, I don't think we did it last year in July, I think we might have, or June, January. I think we did it later, when it came up,
I think you're correct.
but
Okay.
I don't recall, I mean, if, I guess, do we have to do that every
Township has
year?
to function.
Huh?
Township has to function.
Yeah, there are times when they need things, you know, on a
And that's a lot of money yearly not to be approved.
As
If it's
auditors, we
500 a month.
could probably get a list of that and look and make sure the spending that was done appropriately.
Yeah, it's not,
Maybe somebody
it's not
could give us a
unaccounted
list.
for, it's
Yeah,
just.
like, we could get a
Yeah.
list.
They have to turn a bill in for it.
Yeah,
But that brings up the case, like if I go get ink for postage or something, I pay for it up front, and I don't wanna wait for the board meeting to get approved, to get my money back either. I shouldn't, I think the first time I did it, I waited about 3 months to get my money, and I'm not gonna do that either. So that decision you guys made kinda helped me out, so I can go get my supplies, my ink and
As I
everything
said,
else
the
that I
township
need.
has to function.
Mhm.
The township has to function. Period.
Right, I'm agreeing with you.
yeah.
Mhm.
Anything
I don't think that's out of line of what they've done in the past. I don't think that's,
Over the years, I can recall it being as low as $100, even $50, and then this, really right now, we're at the highest it's ever been, but it's always been a threshold. And I don't know that it was on a monthly basis, but it was on, kind of on a per case basis. And we very seldom
I was
ever,
gonna say, I don't think it's been,
yeah,
I
it's
don't
been
think it was
very,
abused or even.
I don't
I'm
know
not even
that,
sure
I
it
don't
was
know that it's
used.
ever been abused
Yeah.
very much.
no.
But it's.
Do you have any examples?
Hmm?
Do you have any examples where it was used or abused?
Well, I just noticed on the bills that Republic Refuge was hired, but it was never mentioned at a meeting, and when I did the right to know, I was told it was done out of the $500.
What was it again, I'm sorry, that you said?
Republic garbage.
A dumpster? or
Yeah.
something?
I just saw a building tonight, it's about $150 for two of them for a month. And that's $150 a month, it's adds up pretty quick. I don't know that the township ever entered into a contract with them.
It's
What do we do with
a
it?
dumpster service.
Dumpster service.
It's a dumpster service for the wastewater treatment plant and for the road crew, I believe.
Because I don't know them.
Is that a
Should
monthly
be,
basis?
should be a
Actually,
contract.
I think we
I-
discussed that and
We
passed that
discussed it in a
in
meeting.
a meeting, because that was also the same meeting we discussed the abandoned dumpster from Waste Management.
Okay, well,
I can pull the minutes.
Yeah, we'll have to
Oh,
pull them
yeah,
back.
because
I'll put it
I
in.
can't find a
I'll-
motion in the minutes.
Okay.
Shouldn't be something, shouldn't be something in writing, a contract?
It should be a
We'll
contract.
pull it and see if we can find it, Gavin.
I told that,
I thought we did.
I thought we discussed it and we made a motion and we,
But there's something in writing with them saying what's gonna be a month? I mean, that's what.
yeah. Yeah, we signed a contract,
Yeah, it was actually the cheaper of the,
Well, there's-
waste
There
management.
should be a motion in the minutes that approves the contract.
There should be an agreement also, which you.
Yeah,
honor
correct.
that.
Can I address Kathy for a
Yeah.
minute? You had asked about the
Yeah.
PA American Water.
Oh,
So we get charged $633.07 for 37 hydrants, which is $17.11 each.
oh, okay, that's on the,
Month,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, I had Sharon
That's
look it
per
up, and
month.
she
Yeah.
did provide it, so wanted you to know
Okay.
that.
okay. Are you done?
Mhm.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
And don't kick me, okay? But last meeting, you voted to hire a new office person, which that's your.
Extend the contract.
Extend.
Offer.
Or
Offer,
offer contract,
make an offer.
okay? But somewhere last year, and I think Mike was the one that said, we will never spend a penny that we did not budget. And
We're gonna have to
looking
flip that.
oh, no, wait, looking over the budget, that I'm not, did you budget in the budget to hire an additional office person?
No.
Do you need to amend your budget to hire an additional office
They
person?
can't amend the budget now because the budget, they can only amend after,
Until,
you can only amend like after an election.
Sharon's gonna be working on putting in the budget totals into the QuickBooks, and we'll
I
get the
think you
budget to
can amend
actual,
it later in the year.
you know what I mean,
You
amounts.
transfer
Yeah.
in March.
So she'll give us a budget to actual, so that anytime that we're overspending on a budget item, then we'll know.
I know, but you didn't budget for that. Period. You
I'm
didn't budget an additional person in the office. You budgeted Sharon's salary in the budget.
And then some,
Did you,
because we
Yeah, we-
basically, we carried a lot of them numbers over from whenever we had two people in there before.
Yeah.
okay.
So I think it should be close, I don't know if it's gonna
Well, I
be.
just was mentioning it to you in the fact that if it needed to be corrected, that you could correct it, okay?
We've
It
made Act
wasn't-
13 purchases over several years that we never budgeted for too, and that was never brought up then, so
That, not, Mike, it's not meant as a dig.
I'm
It's
just
not meant as
saying,
a
I'm just saying it
dig,
happens.
So don't take it that way.
Yeah, I'm just saying it
It was
happens.
meant as a constructive comment.
Yep. No, I don't have any problem with
So
That's,
moving
the way I
forward-
said it is the way I understand it.
that. Yeah.
So moving forward, what will happen is that the budget will go into QuickBooks, and as they enter the entries, we'll be able to see the budget to actual, so we'll know if we're over or under budget.
Our reports will get a lot better.
And you can make budgetary transfers.
Yeah,
You don't want to do it at the beginning of the year, but
Right.
In March.
April,
Yeah.
you know,
All right. Anybody else for public comment?
Do I get my 5 minutes?
Anybody else for public comment? Motion to go into executive session.
followed by
Adjournment.
adjournment, no motions after.
No motions out of executive session.
I'll second that.
How do you vote?
Ed,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
No.
Doug.
Yeah.
9:51.